Steve, here with Dr. Nario. As you know, Dr. Nario is with Biointegrative Health Center in Reno, Nevada. You can check them out online. They do a lot of treatments and all kinds of stuff that, as you also all know, I think are really cool. So welcome, Dr. Nario.
Hi, Steve. Thank you for having me again. It's great to be back.
Yeah, it's good to have you back. So let's talk about arginine. Um, First of all, can you describe arginine a little bit?
Yeah, so Steve, arginine is one of our famous amino acids. And most of the time, it's found in meat, poultry, fish, and dairy. It is necessary for making proteins. And again, it's like we all know amino acids are building blocks of proteins, and is commonly used for circulation issues. And most of the time, the most common food sources, as I mentioned a while ago, you can add in there also soy, whole grains, beans, and even dairy products. As a supplement, L-arginine can be used orally or topically. And of course, here in the clinic, IV is something that is one of our modalities and how we deliver that to patients.
Okay, so it's an amino acid, and you also, I know you do deliver it in some of the IV bags. It's in there combined with other amino acids. Um, so, um, and that's something that I do a lot, the
Mhm.
amino acids
Right.
with a vitamin bag. So, what would you say about how it's administered? Is it the combination or what? When we're just talking about an IV bag,
Right. So in IV bag, we always give it in combination. You're right. And the combination that we always give it with are with nutrients. And this is the most important key. Given alone, it has its advantages, but if given with other nutrients, specifically such as B2 and glutathione, then the capacity or the capabilities of arginine is maximized. The reason for that is it helps arginine to be formed into what we call nitric oxide. And I think that's what even every athlete or every cardiovascular patient wants their bang for their buck every time they use arginine.
right? That's for sure. So let's get into real quick what what the benefits are and why you would administer it, and then we'll talk about maybe why you wouldn't. So, um, give me some reasons why you, as a physician in the clinic that you're at, why would you administer arginine? Benefits.
Right. Well, arginine is converted in the body into a chemical called nitric oxide. And nitric oxide, as we know, it causes blood vessels to open up wider and to improve blood flow. And that's why people with ED, problems down there, uses such supplements. And also is good for lowering down blood pressure, people who has circulation issues such as Raynaud's and even peripheral artery disease. And arginine also stimulates the release of growth hormone, which is also something beneficial for athletes who wants to build muscle and also wants to build mass. And also, it regulates insulin, which is also something that controls our carbohydrate load and even sugar levels. And of course, other substances in the body also are benefited from arginine because, as we know, it's an amino acid, which is a precursor of proteins, thus building muscle as well.
So I know that arginine is not an essential amino acid, so your body can make it, right?
Hmm. Right.
Okay. So, but those are great benefits, obviously, of taking arginine. So, is there anything that our listeners should be cautious about of just like maybe overdoing arginine, or maybe people out there who should be careful with it?
Well, yeah, Steve. So that's what I was mentioning and pertaining to amino acids per se, and also specifically arginine, because arginine, as we think it's a very benign supplement. But here's the thing: nitric oxide levels drop as we age, and the inability to utilize our L-arginine is also decreased in relation to aging. So the precursors, as we see, are now low. And the reason for that is when we need to change arginine into nitric oxide, we need what we call, yes, precursors. And this is what we call the enos enzyme. Again, B2, and then also glutathione. All of these are lowered when we are in that higher age group, thus less nitric oxide production. And also now more arginine accumulation. So when you have arginine, it has now been proven that accumulation of arginine actually causes cardiovascular inflammation. So oral arginine is possibly safe for most people when taken short term. It can be also a cause of some side effects such as stomach pain, bloating, diarrhea, and low blood pressure if you accumulate this in the system. Reason why we need to test levels before replacing or supplementing. And one thing here also, I think you've heard about this, is arginine is essential for the replication of the herpes simplex virus. So this has been an information known way back, but now it is actually more prominent since the usage of arginine has been more predominant. And omission of arginine from the growth of these viruses actually prevented formation of their growth. In addition to of arginine, again, to these studies, as they saw it in these viruses, actually show growth and promotion and proliferation. That's why I would be cautious if you have histories of herpes when you are using the sole amino acid arginine.
Yeah, well, okay. As always, Dr. Nario, that's great advice. If you guys have questions or comments, please put them in the comment section below. I can usually forward those on or get Dr. Nario to address those if you have questions about this. That's Dr. Nario at Biointegrative Health Center in Reno, Nevada. Thanks for being with us again, Doctor.
Thanks, Steve. And as we all know, knowledge is power. And thank you for letting me provide you with the edge in longevity and health maintenance, which I call the biological edge or the bio edge.